Hey guys, what's up? This is gonna be my last video of the night. I am getting tired, and I've been doing these for like 2 or 3 hours now. It's about 2 a.m. and I have work in the morning. But wanted to get this out real quick about something that I just found interesting randomly by looking over some of my past games and feature matches and stuff like that. Is what I call the losing mentality. It's a very simple thing, but it happened to me at the past tour guide tournament I went to this past weekend. It's just something I find that can be very helpful to a lot of people is don't ever go into a game or into a tournament or into a round thinking that you already lost. Like, if you look at the board, turn one, and your opponent goes, activate Future Fusion. You're like, I lost. I have seen people literally scoop games just because their opponent opened God against them. You can almost always come back. A lot of times people will make mistakes. They won't know how to play out the combos correctly. They will open one power card and the rest of the hand will be garbage. Like, if a Chaos Dragon player opens up Future Fusion but the rest of their hand is like Recharge, Dark Hole, Monster Reborn, MST, and like I don't know, something else random like a Book of Moon, their hand's not really helpful. It's not going to do anything for them. They're just going to Future Fusion pass, and that's going to be it. I've come back against that play a lot of times, you know. If I went Future Fusion, I put up like Monster Reborn, a bunch of other stuff. He went Future Fusion and passed. I went Summon Rabbit into Steel Swarm Roach. Attack! And he's like, huh. And he goes, Summon Card Trooper, Mill 3 Push. And I go, Chain D Prison. And he's like, pass turn. And I go, Summon Kaiku, attack, remove these two, attack with Steel Swarm Roach, go. His 5-headed came out. He went Tour Guide. I Veilered it. I MST'd his futures when he attacked with 5-headed. His hand is like Pulsar Dragon, Dark Flare Dragon, Chaos Sorcerer, and like a BLS. And he lost right there just because I was able to look at my hand, think clearly, and find a way to come back. Granted, that is a pretty good hand, I guess, to try and fight off, but my opponent's hand was clearly better than mine. You just got to realize that even though you open awful, there's usually a way to come out. Like, let's say what happened to me at the tour guide tournament when my opponent went activate Necro Valley, set 5, set 3. I immediately thought I was lost. I was like, I don't have a chance. There's no reason for me to even try and play this out. Like, he won the game. Instead of just thinking, sitting back for a second, like, huh, you know, how can I make my opponent waste resources? How can I gain advantage out of this situation? You know, how can I, if you look at my past videos about the tech cards, power cards, so like Torrential Tribute, like Dark Hole, like Heavy Storm. Game 1, my opponent had opened up 2 back rows and Necro Valley and a Spy. I thought I'd already lost that game, so I was like, heavy. Into his 2 back rows and Necro Valley. I was like, I lost anyways. We flipped the Starlight Road. I'll just go to game 2. He didn't have it. It was a bluff. I blew away his 2 back rows and his Necro Valley. He chained Compulse on his Scraker, so I put it back in his hand. Summoned Spirit Reaper and pushed the next like 2 turns because I compulsed the Spy on the second turn. And he lost that game, which he had no business losing, but because I didn't automatically think I lost, I was able to play out of the situation. Let's say you're playing a really, really high-profile player, Joe Girolando, Billy Brake, Alistair Alabines, Fraser Smith, you know, all the known pros, you know, Jeff Jones. I remember an event at YCS, I think it was Chicago, some guy saw that he was playing Jeff Jones, round run, walked over there, signed up the slip, got up and left, just because he feared playing him. These players are all human. They're all normal. They can make mistakes. You can play well against them. I'm not going to say you're going to outplay them because they are exceptional at the game and they do play an excessive amount, making them very, very good. But the game has progressed to the point to where you can open better, especially if you're playing a deck like Dino Rabbit, where you can just open up Rabbit Tour Guide and just overwhelm them. There's nothing they can do, you know, or a good side deck, maybe an unexpected tech card you have might throw them off, you know. So big thing is just don't go into any round or tournament or anything thinking you're going to lose. Your attitude, your mentality is everything, you know. When you go to nationals, think to yourself, I have the best deck. I am going to win. You know, there's nothing like, I'm playing Dino Rabbit. I'm 75% sure that I could win all my Game 1 matches just because my deck is taxed, I know how to play it well, I know how to play out of situation, and then come Game 2, Game 3, my side deck is versatile. I should have enough stuff in there to at least give me a fighting chance Game 2 and Game 3 no matter what I'm up against, even if I am playing like Battle Countdown or something dumb like that. But yeah, if you don't think you're going to win, you're not going to. That's the point. It's the very old idea of whether you think you can or you think you can't. You're right. basically, yes, it's also a Family Guy quote from people that have seen it, but it's not originally from there. Learn to read, people. Anyways, so basically, that's what I'm going to talk about. Just beware of the losing mentality. Think that you can win. Another thing a friend suggested to me, I've been talking to a lot of good players and a lot of my friends that have like won YCSs and stuff like that, like Courtney and Tyree, old teammates, stuff like that. And they're like, when I, like last video when I said put the mat in the front of your binder so you focus on the mat, I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. And, I already built my deck for Worlds. Like, I know what I would play for Worlds if the ban lists were not to change today. So, just so I can look forward to that, like, oh, I want to go to Tokyo, I want to be ready, like, if you're going to plant your garden and you're not going to water it, then it's not going to grow fruit or grow vegetables. Same point being here, if you're not going to get ready, if you're not going to prepare, if you're not going to expect to win, you're not going to. It's not confidence, it's not arrogance, it's just playing well, knowing your skill level, going to the event with confidence. Confidence is everything, whether you're picking up a girl, whether you're going for a job, and whether you're playing a card game, it does not matter. Confidence is everything. Don't be a prick, don't be a dick, don't be arrogant, don't be, a butthole about it to people. You can God hand someone just as easily as they can to you. It will happen multiple times. Just fight the losing mentality, look at your hand, figure out a way to get out of the situation. You'd be surprised. You will win a lot of games that you had no business winning. Like, it will blow your mind absolutely. Like, say you're playing at Samurai, and Samurai has the inherent ability to go up like 4 to 5 cards turn 1 with United and Gateway and other stuff. You can still win those games by just going into simple advantage wars. Set a Spirit Reaper, pass for a couple turns back and forth, flip a well-timed heavy, flip a well-timed torrential, Then you start going back on cards, resolve a Pot of Avarice, resolve an Effect Veiler into like a bottomless, Inherent -1s can turn into inherent +1s if you know how to play your cards correctly. Anyways, that's the end of my videos for tonight. Watch out for the losing mentality. Keep up your confidence, Step up your game and be ready for naps, guys. Peace.